Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
Hopefully Awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we nerd out about all the geeky things that we love. If this is your first time listening to us, be sure and hit that like and subscribe button. You can follow us on Twitter, on TikTok. You can listen to us on your favorite podcast networks like Spotify or Apple, and we're on a bunch of others. So if we're not on the one that you like, let us know. We'll add it. We'll get it figured out. Who knows? You know, I only listen to podcasts on probably Spotify is my number one, because I feel obligated to listen to it on Spotify because I pay for Spotify. You know, it's like I want to get the most out of this that I can get because I need it. You know, but I digress. But yeah, so definitely check out those things. Leave us a comment. You can hit the stars. All the things. You know all the things. If you've ever seen a video on YouTube, you know all the things. So just do all the things. All right? Just do them. Maggie, how are you? Okay, that good.
Mondays, man.
Wait, today, but we're not. They know we're not filming this the moment it comes out.
But I'm just saying.
So
Mondays,
like, when this releases, it'll be Monday, and you're already sad about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel you on that.
I got the Sunday scaries already.
Sunday scaries.
Yeah.
I got the Sunday Harrys, if you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't know.
Harry, don't move here. Marv, what are you doing, Marv?
Wow, still.
Daniel Stern.
Mm-hmm.
He was the narrator of The Wonder Years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's a little piece of information there. Also on City Slickers.
Joe Pesci.
He was supposed to play Mario. But it's Danny DeVito. It's different. God, can you imagine a Joe Pesci Mario movie?
Come on, Luigi.
He just shoots
him.
I'm imagining Joe Pesci from Goodfellas. You know, it's incredible thinking about Joe Pesci's body of work and then thinking about how he was in Home Alone. You know, it's really funny. Like, that's really funny. It'd be like if David Fincher directed like a silly family comedy movie. You know, like it's just that.
Starts as a silly family comedy and then turns into murder.
Dude, actually, this has nothing to do with anything we're going to talk about. But I was looking through the news stories for this week.
Yeah.
And apparently one of the guys that was behind Mindhunter, he directed a few episodes. He was talking about what Mindhunter season 3 would have been. Yeah. And so, spoilers, not really, I mean, because they're not doing it. And so I don't think we're going to spoil anything from the previous seasons talking about what would have happened. But obviously, if you've not seen Mindhunter, you might not want to know this stuff. But so season 3 was going to be about them going to Hollywood and like talking to directors about getting like knowledge of serial killers in like the public vernacular, right? Like for the public to know about serial killers and stuff. And like it basically would have been Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but you know, Mindhunter. I would have watched it. I guess it would have been in the 80s, right? Would have been the 70s. Like we were late 70s, weren't we?
Yeah.
When did Once Upon a Time in Hollywood take place? Was it
70s?
And then in Mindhunter season 2,
it was still 70s.
Because they go visit that guy, but it's years later.
Yeah.
And he was young. And what's that guy's name? That serial killer. He's Manson. Charles Manson. Yeah. He was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And he was young. He was younger, right? Mm-hmm. And then the same actor played Charles Manson in Mindhunter season 2. And it was way later in his life.
Probably late 70s, probably.
Yeah. So like an 80s Hollywood. God, that would have been so good. I mean, any of Mindhunter would have been good. Why?
Netflix, man. No wonder so many people leaving the platform.
Wow, is this...
I know, like,
that's
so many millions.
That was actually a really good transition.
So many like millions of users.
They
like,
lost
left.
users for the first time. And you know who they blame?
Sharing passwords.
That's right. That's who they blame. Not Disney Plus. You know, not all these other options.
No. They admitted, yes, other competition. They admitted that. But also people
Not
are sharing their
raising
passwords.
prices. Like they raised
Good
prices.
Lord,
it's $20 a month now. I'm about to cancel it. I think we're going to start doing to Netflix what we do to Fortnite crew, where we cancel it, and then when we want the thing that they got, we'll turn it back on, and then we'll cancel it. Because, like, I want to watch Stranger Things. I don't want to pay $20 for the 3 months that I don't watch anything on Netflix prior to Stranger Things. You know what I mean?
I need to remember that if we cancel it, because I use it at school.
Maggie, you ready? I'm going to make you barf. Ready? Ready?
I'm ready.
$240 a year.
Ugh. It's not worth. $240
a year.
We might as well have either a flipping cable box or a satellite sitting out in the yard.
Dude, I wish. Can you imagine if we got like one of those giant satellite dishes?
Giant ones?
Yeah, you know, like from a Goof Troop, where remember when Max like acted like the aliens were gonna be there?
Yes.
And they used. I don't think that's how satellites work,
No.
but they used Pete's big satellite dish to transmit all the details about the aliens. Remember that? And Max's cousin was in it, and she's like 16. I remember her being attractive, but she's a dog, so like it was weird. It was weird, you know. Disney's always doing that weird stuff, you know, where it's like, oh, they're animals, but maybe they're hot, and then everybody wonders why furries exist. All right, there you go. Think about it. There's a clear lineage from the squirrel in A Sword in the Stone to the Sonic fan art we have today. I rest my case, Your Honor.
Is Matt secretly a furry?
Is that the name of the episode? Yes. It was going to be the Batman review, but now it's going to be a picture of me going...
with the tail photoshopped in.
Can I just like put ears, like fox ears on you?
Put like a little black
Yeah, like
nose.
that's it. That's how it's like... All right, hey, I picked this up. I never took a drink.
Because you got so excited.
About furries. This is weird. This is a weird episode. We're off to a great start. I like it. Hey, watch out.
Why can't I see the news?
Because that's the point.
You're controlling me.
I didn't.
Propaganda news.
This news is propaganda. Why are you up?
Why are you up? That guy on TikTok's hilarious.
I forgot to pin this to the top. No.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. Maggie, fill time. Talk about furries some more. I'm kidding.
About furries, but hey,
Right.
y'all do you. All right.
Obi-Wan description.
So, Doctor Strange is coming up. Pretty excited about that. You know, see Doctor Strange, Mordo, and Professor X.
Spoilers.
They've already admitted he's in it, haven't they?
I don't know. We're talking about the trailer. We don't know jack about it. We're not important enough to know anything about anything.
Star portals.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think Patrick Stewart finally did say,
yeah,
like
it is him.
Because everybody was like, we can't do this. Like, we got everybody with Andrew Garfield, but like, you can't lie about Patrick Stewart's voice. Because he did. He was like, there are a lot of people that know about me, Charles. And then they were like, but you played Charles. It's like, ah. And then like a week later, he's like, I'm kidding. I didn't recognize my own voice. They should have killed me when they had the chance, Charles. Hello, Charles.
This still doesn't make any sense.
Charles. Talk about furries. All right. Wait, this isn't the right show.
Yeah, it is the right show, man. This is the Hopefully Awesome Show, episode 4.
Did it not?
Oh, no.
Oh. No, we're good. We're good.
Lord.
I got really confused. All right, ready?
Ready?
All right, so here's the new news. Thor: Love and Thunder trailer released. Did you know about that, Maggie?
Oh, I thought we did a video about it. I guess not.
That's a great point. Did you know that we did a video for Thor: Love and Thunder trailer? Go check it out at youtube.com/hopefullyawesome. We give our first thoughts, our first reactions. It's pretty fun. Not gonna lie. It's pretty fun. Sorry. My brain is still trying to work through all the Discord stuff that we're trying to get
out your brain.
I'm sorry. The pre-show people know what we're talking about.
I'm gonna pop open your head.
Like Severance?
Yeah.
There's a little guy. That's not Severance. It's the trailer. The poster from Severance. Oh my God. All right. So any thoughts on the Thor stuff since we watched it? It still looks great.
Yeah.
I love that. So they released the poster. We didn't really talk about the poster. But they released that one poster. Yeah. And it says, which is funny. It's supposed to be tongue in cheek, but it says the one and only Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yeah.
And so then they released the next day.
Yeah. The
same poster, but instead of it being Thor, it's Thor. The Mighty Thor. Natalie Portman. I'm not calling her Lady Thor. I refuse. That's for the people that watch the trailer reaction. Not calling her that, because that's not her name. Her name is Thor. Like, even in the comics, she goes by Thor. And like, it's just not good. But it's her, and it says, not the only God or something. I don't know. It says something, but it's really good. It's really good. I'm excited, man.
I could tell.
Like that, God, that trailer is so good. And I've been listening to freaking stupid Sweet Child of Mine all week ever since then. Like, just over and over and over and over.
I was trying to think. There is a Guns N' Roses music video on the VHS tapes I have here.
November Rain?
No. It's... I thought it was like, is this Sweet Child of Mine? No. It's Take me down to Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls are pretty. Take me home. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The world premiere of it.
World premiere.
MTV.
For like the MTV world premiere? Wait, how old is that song? I thought that song came out in like the 80s.
It did. Probably 89.
And you have the world premiere from MTV? Yes. Are you sure?
My aunt, remember what I said my aunt would record us
stuff? I just didn't realize MTV was doing
I think it was
the
my
world
cousins.
premiere stuff. Like back in the 80s.
Yeah, they did.
I just remember in the 2000s when they would do like, you know, like making the video and then they end up like, and now the world premiere of Together. You plus me equals us.
Oh my God. Do you remember the show that they would do and like
TRL?
No, listen. No, not TRL. God,
Diary?
Bailey annoyed me.
Diary?
No.
Real World. Road Rules. The Real World Road Rules.
No, the Real World versus Road Rules.
Yeah.
God.
Sorry. God.
No, where they took somebody. I guess they turned in something.
Oh yeah,
and they went and did the music
the video.
Yeah.
Is that what it was called?
I think
Remaking
so.
The video?
I think so. I remember one girl did the Janet Jackson video, and I was like, "This is really different."
The only thing I remember is that one, they always looked like crap.
Yeah.
Like just film quality. Like it looked like it was shot on a 360p webcam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably was.
At like 70 frames a second. That was the weird part. It was like they way overcompensated the frames per second. Like it just did not have the film quality. But then this is the actual only thing I remember about it was Andy Dick making fun of all the MTV shows, like doing spoofs of them. So like the audience for this show was literally only people that watched MTV, and he did like a making the video, but it reminded me of remaking the video because it was Daphne Aguilera.
Yeah, and
it's supposed to be like, I think Dirty.
Yeah, probably.
Or no, because she was dressed like, Andy Dick was dressed like Britney Spears from Oops, I Did It Again. And they poured a bunch of... It's Lady Marmalade. That's what it was. Well, it was also in there somewhere. And they poured a bunch of clam juice on her.
Ooh.
It was for camel toe. Wow, I literally just got that joke. Like you watched just now.
This is spiraling
Like
quickly.
it started, Maggie. I have it recorded somewhere on a VHS tape. It was in like the year 2001. Okay, and it was called camel toe, and I never understood why it was called that until this very moment when I said it. And like now I get it. Camel toe.
Quit saying it.
This is the stupidest guy. What a great show. The Andy Dick show. Not as good as Tom Green's Subway Monkey Hour.
Sweet Child of Mine
it was really good.
Is still good.
Do you remember we watched Tom Green's Subway Monkey
Yes,
Hour?
I remember that. I'm trying to keep the train going.
Hey, speaking of keeping the train going.
Oh, God.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 has been delayed. It was originally slated for October 7th, 2022. But it will now not come out until June 2nd, 2023. Sony has also dropped the suffix Part 1 from the title. So it's just now called Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. But then Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse 2, because it has been, the first one's been delayed, it has also been delayed. And it will release on March 29th, 2024. So I guess they can't
Depressing.
I think this is why they renamed it. Into the Spider-Verse is 1. Across the Spider-Verse is 2. So Across the Spider-Verse 2 would be 3.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
you know?
it wouldn't make any sense. Man. So much for that, you know?
I know. I want to know what my buddy Miles has been up to.
No. Gwen.
And Spider-Man 2099, you know?
Yeah. We got to know what happened there.
Oh, man. Remember when we watched the trailer and it played that music from Spider-Man Unlimited? What a horrible show that was. God. The only thing Saban ever did that was bad. Speaking of Spider-Man and keeping this train going, Sony also announced that the Madam Web movie has moved up.
I wonder why.
And it will open in theaters on July 7th, 2023. Wow, so they're on June 2nd they're releasing Spider-Verse, and on July 7th they're releasing
That doesn't make any sense.
and it is a part of it's perceived to be a part of the Venom Morbius universe. Because you know what we need to do.
Poor Madam Web.
Double down on this.
Let's just...
Poor Madam Web, but why? Who gives a crap?
Poor Madam Web.
Why?
She's got to put up with that crap.
Like, no, is Madam Web, do we care about Madam Web? Like,
I don't know, do we?
I don't know. Like,
I know it's supposed to be like a younger Madam Web.
Yeah, I think I want to say it's the lady from 50 Shades of Grey. Maybe? I could be wrong. I'm going to look it up.
I don't know.
Tell me,
anything
what do you
about
think
her.
about Madam Web, honey?
I mean, the few times I've seen her on the Spider-Man animated series, she seemed like a pretty cool lady. She knows a lot of stuff, but won't tell Peter a lot of stuff.
Dakota Johnson.
Oh. That is the lady from 50
Is it?
Shades of Grey.
Is it?
I think it is.
I mean, according to Bustle.
Bustle.
Bustle.com.
Bustle.
Literally never heard of this before in my life. In the universe like Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and Morbius. Get ready to watch Madam Web. There you go. There it is. No, I don't know. I mean, to me, it's just another Sony. It's just another Sony movie in the Spider-Man that's not connected to the MCU, but they're going to try and shoehorn it in, and like it's probably not going to be good.
Yeah.
Because when MCU's not involved, it's not good. You know, Venom 2 was not a good movie, and Morbius doesn't look to be good. And like, I don't know. I mean, will we watch it? Maybe. I would have said emphatically yes at one point, but we literally skipped Morbius. I'm proud of us. for not paying money to watch Morbius. So I don't know.
Good job, us.
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably still watch it at some point.
Yeah.
When it's like $9 on iTunes or something.
No, not even $9. It does not deserve $9. I'm sorry.
I mean, we gotta watch it at some point. It's not gonna be $5 for like 2 years. Do we need to mark this down? 2 years. So April 25th, 2024 has Morbius been on sale for $4.99.
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
I didn't write
That's
anything
such
down.
good handwriting.
I literally didn't write
That's
anything.
such good handwriting.
All right. Hey, speaking of keeping this train going, the next Fast and Furious movie is called Fast X.
You did that too early.
Fast X. I keep punching my microphone. Fast X. What are your thoughts on Fast X, man? Wow. Really?
I'm
No,
sorry.
you like the Fast and Furious
excited.
movies.
It needs to die.
It is. That's the
It
point.
needs to die. It
X-
needs to be laid to rest.
Fast X and Furious
peacefully.
X are the final movies in the Fast saga. You like these movies.
I do.
Remember
but
we
it
rewatched them all last year, and you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did.
Remember, Fast and Furious 1 held up, oddly enough. We weren't expecting it to. Fast and Furious 2 did not.
Too Fast, Too Furious.
Well, I guess, yeah, that is technically the name. Isn't it?
I don't know. Whenever you said it to me, I was just like,
You're a hater. You're being a hater. You enjoy these movies. We literally enjoy these movies. You laugh,
I
you
don't
cry.
know.
You're like, oh, look at The Rock being The Rock.
But The Rock's not coming back.
I know, but you know who else? Jason Momoa.
Yeah. And
Charlize Theron.
Captain Marvel.
Yep, her too. They're all there. All the A tiers.
This is
there.
it gets more and more crazy the longer it goes.
That's what's great about it. I've went on record for this, and I'm going on record again. Mark my words. Time travel. All right.
Sorry.
Time travel. That's what's happening. Fast X to the future. All right. Here's what's gonna happen. All right. Oh my God, Jason Momoa. He, did something, and all the cars don't.
He's Dom's secret older brother.
Maybe, but like
Baby brother.
Yeah, maybe. And so now we've got John Cena, which we need to rewatch it now that we are in love with John Cena. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. I bet it's gonna be a lot better. This time.
Maybe it'll remind me of why I love it.
But Jason Momoa flooded the earth, and now all the cars can't drive. So what do we got to do? We gotta go back in time and keep Jason Momoa from ever having been born.
Oh my God.
And so you just see Dom, and he's like, I gotta go see a man about a car. And then he walks up, right? And it's this old wooden paneled garage, and he lifts it up. And one setting in there, Maggie, the DeLorean from Back to the Future. Does this take place in the Back to the Universe? I don't know.
I could.
Maybe. I don't think we see Doc or Marty. I think
Does
it's
it?
just the car, and we just move on.
Didn't they have... yeah.
Universal owns...
Yeah, but
both.
wasn't it at Universal there was a ride?
Yeah. But I mean, even the studios owns both the franchises. I think you get the car. You don't say where it came from.
Not a car.
It
has to be the train.
No.
It has to be the train. Not the DeLorean. It has to be the train for Back to the Future 3.
No.
Yes.
I mean, would I love that? Sure.
I'm going to ride this train straight to hell.
No, I don't think that happens. What does he do? No.
What's her name?
Claire Clayton?
No. Dom's woman. I can't think of her name.
Michelle Rodriguez?
What's her
Bevy.
Levy.
Letty.
Come on, Levy.
Letty.
Lady.
It's not Levy. Oh, wait. Drove my Chevy to the levee.
Come on,
No.
lady. Let's get on this train. Choo choo.
Oh my god. And they go back to the 90s and it starts playing Come on, ride the train and ride it. There you go. No, they pull onto the stage at the Big Help. They're like, we need your big help to save the cause. Our atmosphere needs their air. It needs the cause air.
I can't breathe.
You don't want to live in a world without cause, do you? No, so they take the DeLorean, right? They go back to the 90s, right? Back to and we see Dom talking to his young self, which they introduced in Fast 9. That's why they cast all those actors, right? So that when we see Dom talking to himself, we all know that it's young Dom, right? And I think we see now. Just to be clear, let me back up a second. He gets in the DeLorean. He speeds off, right? And then it says...
We wrote the movie, so let's clear it up.
To be concluded, right? Is it in the same font from Back to the Future Part 2? God, I hope so. That would be amazing, right? And maybe is Furious 10 actually called Back to the Furious? Maybe. I don't know. I wish, okay? But then I think in like that's where you end, right? Is him going back in time. Because that's the cliffhanger. And we know there's an 11, which is supposed to finish up everything. It's 10-2. Technically, it's not 11. It's 10-2, okay? And then we see Dom pull up to the sandwich shop. And we see Brian ordering his tuna sandwich from Dom's sister.
Yeah.
And like it's that same scene. And we put Vin Diesel in that scene talking to young Vin Diesel. But I think they recast young Vin Diesel with Vin Diesel. And so he pulls like a Will Smith, like in Gemini Man. Because he's like, I want to act against myself. What's better than one Vin? 2 Vins. And so he's just talking to himself. I don't know.
No. Remember, it's not the DeLorean. It's the train.
It's not the train.
No, in my version, it's the train. Listen.
Maybe it's got to be like somewhat believable.
No, they're not believable anymore, man. They took a freaking
drifting a train
piece of crap car with ludicrous in space.
They don't drive trains. They drive cars. It's got to be the DeLorean.
It's a mode of transportation.
Oh my god!
Listen.
All right.
All right. So yeah, all that happens.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And he says, "Hey everybody, let's load up in the train and go to the movies."
All of that. Just for that. I'm spinning gold over here, and you just want to make a reference to the movies.
I'm spitting crap.
I gotta go see Copernicus. You mean down at Eastwood Ravine? They start dropping like millions of Back to the Future references for no reason. God, I would love that.
Yeah.
Back to the Future Part 3 is in fact Back to the Future Part 4. My bad.
Yes.
But see, then we end, right, where the first one began.
Mm.
And that is how we create an infinite loop of Fast and Furious movies. And in that way, Fast and Furious is infinite and never ends. Because it ends with the first one, and the first one ends with the last. And I and my father are one.
Wow.
There you go. Hey, speaking of keeping these trains moving, Toy Story
has a hotel.
That's true. That's not what we were talking about.
Japan.
They have a spin-off movie coming out later this year called Lightyear.
Yeah.
And they released a new trailer.
Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
I'm really excited about it.
We didn't do reacts to it. We didn't think we'd had enough to talk about, but
No. But I'm really excited about it. Chris Evans is Buzz. If his name is Buzz. Is it Buzz?
It is.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. It's something different,
Yeah.
you know. It's not toy related, you know.
yeah. Well, I looked into it because I'm confused, or I was. Okay.
Yeah.
In a way, I was confused. Not really. But
I will laugh at the end of this movie if it just shows Rex and them in front of the TV.
No, I don't think. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I wish. That would be pretty great. Actually,
That would be hilarious.
They just straight up just steal it from the old 2000s cartoon.
Yes.
Of Buzz Lightyear Star
Yes.
Command. No, so I was not confused. Confused is too strong word. I just didn't know what their. Did you miss your mouth there, Maggie? God.
Yep.
But apparently the guy, when they released this trailer, the guy I think he directed it. Maybe he's writing it. I'm not sure. He was kind of talking about what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is this movie? And I mean, we know a little bit already, but just the way he put it made a little more sense. Where this is supposed to be the character, right? The franchise of Buzz Lightyear that the toy Buzz Lightyear was made off of.
Oh, okay.
So, but not. So it's so meta. It's hard to talk about without getting looped around my own brain here. So but the Buzz Lightyear toy is not a toy from that movie.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's more like a toy. You know how there's okay, perfect example. We have the movie The Batman currently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we also have DC Super Friends Batman Little People. Right?
Yeah.
The Fisher-Price toys.
Yeah.
And technically that is Batman, and the Batman is also Batman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this Buzz is that Buzz. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That makes sense.
So the toy that Andy got is the Fisher-Price version. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense. No, that makes sense.
And this movie is supposed to be a big franchise within the Toy Story universe of like how Star Wars or Indiana Jones or something.
Yes.
But they said that the thing is, he said, now that was the initial pitch of what this movie is supposed to be. But you're not supposed to really know any of that while watching the movie. That's kind of irrelevant.
Then why'd you tell everybody that?
Well, because he wanted, you have to get everybody to understand what this movie is. Because it is not an origin story of Buzz Lightyear. It has nothing to do with Tim Allen. I'm talking the Toy Story Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Has nothing to do with Tim Allen Buzz Lightyear. Has nothing to do with Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. This is its own thing, but it's not a reboot.
Not a reboot.
It's not a reset. It exists as a film franchise in the universe. But he said that he doesn't want to get too cute with it, right? And that you should not be thinking that while watching this movie. You shouldn't be thinking that this is a movie of a movie in another franchise. Okay?
This is a movie that Andy will go watch.
I mean, it could be, but you don't need to know that. Is what he's good at.
Well,
because he
too
said,
late. It's in my brain.
He said if this becomes a thing, if it's successful enough, then none of that will really matter. It'll just become its own franchise.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So they're not going to end the credits. They specifically say we're not going to end the credits with them watching the movie.
Man.
Yeah. It's not going to be
that.
It's not going to be like Digimon the movie where we're actually watching Angela Anaconda watching Digimon the movie and that's the movie we're watching. It's not that. It's just Buzz Lightyear's movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Its own thing.
Its own thing.
Part of it.
Yeah. Hi, puppy.
But wow. David Pumpkins is ridiculous. but because it was confusing me a little when in the trailer, again, confusing is too strong a word, but in the trailer, he starts saying things
that the Buzz Lightyear toy says.
Yes, exactly. And even like the way the scenes play out are very reminiscent of the first Toy Story.
Yeah.
And so I was almost wondering, like, is this just like, is this like a facade covered Toy Story remake?
Yeah.
Like, but like in a more realistic environment, you know?
Yeah.
Like, is there going to be a cowboy running around? Like,
Yeah.
and if that happens, which they said don't expect Easter eggs. They said, honestly, we don't want to confuse people. So we're not going to have, they said Tim Allen is not in this movie because we don't want people to be confused like as to what the purpose of this movie is.
Okay.
Because if you do get too deep, it gets confusing.
Gotcha.
I went on way too long about Buzz Lightyear trailer.
I mean,
I'm excited to see it. It looks really good.
I am.
And they said that's why they gave him hair. That's
Yeah.
why they put Chris Evans, because they want it to not even be someone trying to do an interpretation of.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But speaking of keeping this train moving, Sonic Origins, the video game, is being released on June 23rd.
Woohoo.
This is a collection of all the Sonic games.
Heck
Sonic, all 4 Sonic games.
Oh.
Sonic CD, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I don't know.
Sonic CD? No.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is they're saying that's 4.
Oh.
But Sonic and Knuckles, and I know, they made Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles at the same time, and it was supposed to be the same game, but they couldn't get it done in enough time, so they just released Sonic 3, and then the add-on pack of Sonic and Knuckles, and that was technically supposed to be 3 and Knuckles. I get it. All right, I understand. It was released as a 4th game.
The cover art for Sonic 3 is ingrained in my brain.
For Sonic 3 or Sonic 2?
No, Sonic 3. No, Sonic 2 is forever there, but I remember renting Sonic 3.
Oh, did you? I thought you never played Sonic 3.
I played that's the confusing thing. See, I didn't know that about Sonic 3 and Sonic Knuckles. So I want to say I probably played both, but I didn't get to play them all the way through because the only one that I've been stuck on the last level for 5 years now, it's saved on my Xbox, is Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah.
Because this was I believe at one point we did have the first Sonic, and it got gone.
It got.
It got got. Because I do remember
Some
one of the
visuals.
levels, yeah, but not me playing it. It was my brothers playing it.
I mean, they could have even rented it.
Yeah, but I remember that.
Yeah.
But I own Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But then I remember renting Sonic 3, and then I get excited and see Knuckles, and I'm like, oh, I should rent Sonic and Knuckles. So I didn't know that those two were supposed to be the same. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. And we even got, because I got a Sega Genesis as a kid, and my brother got the Super Nintendo, and so that was kind of we got them at the same time, and they were family.
Yeah.
It's for the family, but they were our gift, right? So Sonic was mine, even though I'm more of a Nintendo guy, but whatever. And so in order to compensate, our grandparents bought us games for the opposite console. Okay.
Okay.
So I got this Mickey Mouse game for Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
All right. And then my brother got Sonic and Knuckles. So I got Sonic 2. So we got the game, we got the Sega Genesis, came with Sonic 1.
Yeah.
And then for my birthday, I got Sonic 2.
Gotcha.
And then the following Christmas, I want to say, my brother got Sonic and Knuckles. Because 3, I don't know. But 3 was released before, only a little bit before Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah.
They were released, I want to say, within a year of each other.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a couple of Christmases later. But so I didn't get to play Sonic 3 for a long time until I ended up buying it when I was 12, I think. It was on sale at Walmart. And the PlayStation was already out. Like, I already had a Nintendo 64 and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so, I mean, this is way later. But I remember playing through Sonic 3 and loving it. Oh, my gosh. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, I only had played Sonic and Knuckles. So when in Sonic 3, you actually go through some of the levels of Sonic and Knuckles, I was very confused. Did not understand any of the things I was playing. Like, there's the whole mushroom zone. But I loved putting the Sonic 2 into Sonic and Knuckles and playing as Knuckles in Sonic 2. That was really fun. Yeah. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the remakes of all these, especially Sonic 3. That one, because I played it later than the rest of them, it really stands out more to me.
Yeah.
And it was the first one I like beat without like cheat codes or anything. Probably because it had a save system and the others didn't. That's probably how I was finally able to play it.
That was the worst. I remember getting like through, maybe halfway through Sonic the Hedgehog 2 when I was younger, and Mom's like, okay, we're going to go out and get pizza. You got to come with us because nobody else will be home. I'm like, what do I do? I can't save it. So, yeah, you had to basically pause it.
Yeah, leave it on, hope that nobody turned it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just leave the controller there.
God, I hated that.
And I'm like, if this thing turns off and I have to start all over again, I'll be so mad.
Well, that's why there's so many games I've never seen the end of. And, like, I've moved on now. Yeah. But, you know, like, even the original Mario Brothers, like, I never saw the end of that.
Wherever we got those DSs.
Yeah.
And I finally got to play through Super Mario Land 2.
Oh, yeah.
And actually beat Wario in the end. I had never gotten through that castle.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all because there was a better save system.
Mm-hmm. What's funny is even getting into, like, the 64 PlayStation era, I didn't realize that memory cards were a thing.
Oh,
like,
dude.
Like, I thought it was just like all the other games. If it had a save file,
it would be
then
there.
You could save it,
yeah.
right? And so, you know, still with my old way of thinking of like Mario and stuff, I played through Crash Warped without a memory card for like years. I mean, I would just play until I got, you know, so far and ended up having to turn it off and never got to the end and never saved it because I didn't have a memory card.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then when I finally got a memory card, I didn't want to play it anymore. Because Grand Theft Auto had come out.
The challenge was gone.
I got to play Vice City. This is awesome.
The challenge was gone.
Yeah. Well, and then I got an Xbox and it had a hard drive on it. So I never had to think about it again.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy stuff, man. Who would have thought memory cards would make such a big impact on video games?
Yeah, like on the Game Boy, like it would save if the game offered.
Yeah.
And I always wonder, I'm like, how do you...
What's that little battery?
How'd you save? Because, like, whenever I start understanding video games more and more, and Shane had the PlayStation and stuff, my brother, and he had memory cards too. I'm like, so why didn't this and this have memory cards? Yeah. And then as I got older, it's because those are old, considered old now, which is sad. I think. Makes me feel old.
Don't miss it. And now you don't even need hard drives. Everything just saves to the cloud. I mean, think about Fortnite. You know, like all that crap that we've bought on that, all our stuff, and it just saves to the platform.
Saves to it.
Speaking of Fortnite, Moon Knight has a skin in Fortnite.
We got it.
I have that as a story on here. I really like it.
Yeah, you play as the regular Moon Knight, or you can play as Mr. Knight. Yeah. Mr. Knight.
That's
which I
cool.
like Mr. Knight.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun playing just as Moon Knight, and then of course I switched to it's not. Why do I want to say Vulture? It's not Vulture.
Oh, Prowler.
Prowler, yeah.
Because that was the secret skin, which he wasn't really a secret. They just let it loose.
Yeah. Yeah,
because people mine the information and figure it out.
We haven't had a legit secret skin since like season 6. That was that soccer player.
Yeah, chapter 2, season 6. Yeah.
But also Splatoon 3 got a release date announced of September 9th.
You can pre-order it.
Yeah,
and you can get the Octo expansion pack for free if
you got the expansion.
online stuff.
Yeah, which I think at this point is well worth it.
Yes,
I mean the Mario Kart stuff alone, but the Animal Crossing, the Nintendo 64 games.
Golly, I got a lot to play.
Yeah, hey, summer's coming up.
Yeah,
so
I can't wait to play Splatoon.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
I can't wait to get back into that. I love that game.
I would say we played it, what, like 100 hours? I mean, I feel like I put 100 hours. I know you did more than me.
Yeah.
But that was so fun.
I'd play the story mode. I was almost done with the story.
Yeah.
Because it would teach you other skills and stuff and teach you how to use certain weapons better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
For sure. All right, that's all I got as far as news goes. So I guess it's time to get into our main topic, Maggie. I wonder what we're talking about today.
Cue the Nirvana music. Something in the way.
I don't think I'm even playing a Nirvana song.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. Hey, that CD is
what does it smell like in here, Maggie?
Batman.
Catwoman. Smells like the penguin. All right. So what we'll do, I'm trying to think of how we're going to do this. You want to just say it's all spoilers?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay.
Might as well.
Yeah. We'll say all spoilers. But before we say spoilers, we'll say you should watch it.
Yeah, definitely watch it. If you're a big Batman fan.
Yeah. I mean, if you like, I would almost say if you like any kind of like dramatic crime.
If you like
Fincher-esque.
Crime solving. That would, and thriller.
Like it is a Batman movie for sure, but I would say it's less a comic book movie than your average Marvel movie or anything.
Definitely.
And it's on HBO Max, so if you have that, you should check it out. 3 hours. It goes by pretty quick.
It does.
I was shocked.
The story does move along pretty good.
I was shocked when we got to like 2:30 and there was still 30 minutes left. I was like, what's left?
Yeah, what else could possibly happen?
And then it did. And I was like, oh, well, yeah, this is fantastic. I didn't realize I actually needed all this.
Yeah.
So definitely we would tell you to watch it. All right, so now spoilers.
Must see TV.
I can't believe they killed Alfred. Can't believe Alfred was dead the whole time. It's crazy. I'm bringing that joke back. I used to always, whenever we talk spoilers and stuff, I'd say, I can't believe they were dead the whole time. I'm bringing that back.
Okay.
No, I really, really enjoyed this. I'm still, we almost recorded this yesterday. We were like, let's take an extra day so we can really think about it. And I'm still torn on whether or not this is my favorite Batman movie.
Oh,
I'm still torn because, like, I think honestly at this point, only time can really tell.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I can't truly know if I like this more than The Dark Knight until it's been 10 years.
Oh, God.
You know, like I mean, okay. Do I like this more than The Dark Knight? In ways, yes. I think that I really love that this world of Batman takes more advantage of the characters that exist within the Batman universe. Penguin is just there. He's just a secondary character because this character needed to exist in the movie, and why not have it be the Penguin, you know? I love the Gordon relationship. I think it's the best Gordon relationship we've seen. I kind of like that he didn't love Alfred straight off the bat. I mean, he did, but I'm kind of glad that
he cares about him, but his view on him was.
Yeah, I mean, Alfred's always just been a pseudo father figure, so it kind of negates the fact that he doesn't have a dad. You know, like because he has Alfred, so he might as well be his dad. You know. And I like that this movie doesn't do that. Yeah. I think Robert Pattinson is phenomenal. Is he my favorite Batman? I mean, probably. I love his look. I love his voice. He doesn't do the it's what I do that matters, doesn't define me. Like, he doesn't do that, you know? Yeah. And, like, I don't know. You talk. I've been talking a little bit.
I grew up with the 1989 Batman, Michael Keaton, on VHS. Watched it all the time.
Yeah.
Probably know word for word most part. Prince did the album. The soundtrack. And then, I've watched all the Batman movies throughout the years. Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale.
Still think George Clooney would have been a great Batman if he'd had a better script. Just throwing that out there.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
It's Danny Ocean, man.
Beautiful man, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful man.
Absolutely. More beautiful than Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Some people might fight you on it, but yes, it's true.
Fight me.
It's true.
One's in MacGruber.
All right.
One has an Oscar. All right. I don't know. Val Kilmer may have an Oscar.
So, I think I was secretly emo in high school, but I didn't I was all into the music, but I didn't transfer my look into that.
Did you listen to My Chemical Romance?
Yes, I did.
All right.
I did. But I didn't do the hairstyle or wear. I've never really worn makeup.
Yeah.
So, let's say you was a little emo kid back in the 2000s, and you watch this and you see Robert Pattinson with all that black makeup on. Your little emo heart would just go pitter patter.
Because yours did.
Yes.
Yeah, I give you that.
I didn't really get into Twilight. Didn't read the books. I only watched the first movie, and I watched it by myself, and I'll be honest, I laughed.
It's great. It's so good. Oh, wait.
Laughed.
Oh. You laughed at how great it was.
All that aside.
What? Maggie,
Robert Pattinson
did you know, sorry, this is very important. Did you know that they made a manga version of the first Twilight book, and it is actually incredible.
I'll take your word for it.
It's so good.
Anyways, I love Robert Pattinson.
Rob Pattinson.
And in the stuff we've seen him in, Tenet. He was really good in Tenet.
He's really good in Tenet.
He's really
Tenet
good.
itself.
Tenet is confusing. But I'm
confused.
just saying, acting is awesome.
He was in something else recently too.
The Lighthouse, but we haven't watched it because William Dafoe's crazy, apparently.
That makes me want to watch it.
I know, but apparently William Dafoe's
I guess it's
The Lighthouse.
For some reason I was thinking he was in a war movie or something.
He might have been.
Yeah. Anyway,
I digress. Sorry.
Wait.
Michael Keaton is a big part of my heart. Robert Pattinson is moving in on my Batman heart.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
What about Batfleck?
I love Batfleck, but we'll never get him back.
That's true, because the Flash movie is never released.
We'll never get him back.
The movie's never coming out.
I love Ben Affleck as Batman. I
He
really
was great.
do.
He's
a really good Bruce Wayne.
He's a really good old
yes,
Batman.
yes.
An angry
But
curmudgeon.
what I liked about this movie is that this Bruce Wayne was not refusing. He was refusing to even show up to stuff, to donate money. He wasn't going to be like mommy and daddy. He wasn't ready to go into that role.
Yeah.
And I really like that aspect of it because we always got, he's got money. He can do this. He can do that. Oh, he shows up to events during the day. And
he's in his Lamborghini.
He's an awesome
philanthropist.
I can't.
Philanthropist.
Yeah.
Still don't think I said that right.
I don't know. Anyways, I like the fact that it showed that.
Yeah.
Because we always got the one that, he has a girl on his arm. He does have a really cool fancy car in it at one point that he shows up to the funeral.
Oh, yeah.
But the fact that we also get to see him and Alfred kind of button heads.
Yeah. He's a really good Bruce Wayne. The boy who lived come to die.
Wait. Is this is Harry Potter.
So a few minutes ago, I went, wait, and then didn't comment on what I was going to say.
What?
So the guy, we're in full on spoilers.
Yeah.
So the guy that plays the Joker, and he was
Yes.
in the Eternals.
Yes.
Was he in Dunkirk?
Yes, he was.
What the heck?
Yeah.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah,
This guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he's all over the place, and I've not realized it.
And also,
Recast the Flash with him.
yeah, that's why I keep on getting him confused.
There you go.
Yeah.
With Ezra Miller. Mm-hmm. God rest his soul, Ezra Miller.
Wherever he goes, everybody just get your fists up, you know.
I want to fight you, Flash. That's a great meme. No, I agree with you. I agree. I think this is the first time I feel like we've gotten a Batman. Not the first time. I shouldn't be hyperbolic. I feel like this is one of the best versions of Batman that has actually felt like the Batman from a comic book.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. Like, we are seeing a point in time of Batman as Batman. This isn't his beginning. This isn't the Dark Knight where, you know, everything turns or whatever, because he's still getting started in the Dark Knight. This isn't the Dark Knight Rises where he gave up being Batman and he's coming back.
No.
He's
already done something.
Yeah,
to earn the trust of Gordon.
Yeah, and like the Michael Keaton stuff and like that whole series felt like these were obviously more comedic takes, right? Like more not even comedic, but just more eye rolling, right? More campy.
Yeah. Now campy. Back then it was like, oh, this looks like it's straight out of a comic
for
book.
better or for worse.
Yeah.
And like all of these kind of feel like they're their own movies, like they're their own stories about Batman.
Yeah.
They're self-contained to these movies. Mm-hmm. This is the first time I felt like we are taking a step into a Batman story.
Yes.
That is ongoing.
Yes.
You know,
And
like I could see this version of Batman existing for 10 to 12 movies, you know, or even longer.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get all that, but it wasn't world ending. It wasn't anything like that, you know, like it wasn't like, oh, the League of Shadows are going to destroy Gotham. Oh, the Joker's going to destroy Gotham. Mm-hmm. I mean, even though I guess technically the Riddler was actually trying to destroy Gotham at the end, but like the main plot of it is a lot more just a very personal story about like who killed his mom and dad, you know? And like, I really feel like this to me almost felt like an episode of Batman the Animated Series, you know? Whereas like, it's just an ongoing story of Batman. And it was just nice to just do that. It felt like picking up a Batman comic, and it's like, yeah, this works on its own for this one thing. Yeah. But it's also a part of a long story of 80 years at this point.
Yeah. And like, and how it ends with Falcone dying.
Yeah.
And also finding out that Catwoman's his daughter. There is a comic book out there where Catwoman does take over the mob.
Yeah.
But this Selena apparently is not going to do that.
Yeah.
I never got to read it. I think I have it. I think
you
wrong.
do too. I think we got Mr. K's.
But I really liked Zoe Kravitz's.
Oh yeah, she's
Catwoman.
great.
She's awesome.
I don't think there was any one person in this movie that I didn't like.
No.
The only the only thing I didn't like, I wouldn't say I didn't like it. The only thing I could have just I don't care either way. I could have done without it and would have been fine. Was the whole Joker thing.
Oh yeah,
like just
that was
unnecessary.
Just sad again. They're like, hey, this might be our last shot. Let's just throw him in.
Yeah, I'm glad they took the scene out.
Yeah,
in the middle of the movie, I feel like that would have slowed everything down. I am still pissed off at Warner Brothers for releasing that.
But I never watched it.
Well, it's just so ignorant. Like, why release that 2 weeks before it's out on digital? Like,
yeah,
you know. I digress.
I mean, well, we kind of put it together wherever it did show Joker. Like we said, oh, that's why they trust.
That's why Gordon trusts Batman so much,
because they took down Joker.
Yeah. Like you kind of get to put that together.
Yeah, And also you get to see Batman actually be a detective.
Which was awesome.
Rather than,
I'm rich and I got cameras on everyone's phone.
I got cameras, everybody. I'm going to go down to the Batcave and sit down in front of this supercomputer.
Yeah.
No.
He's not Iron Man.
No,
he's an actual detective.
He's an actual detective, and it actually shows how smart he is.
Yeah.
Like, he's picked up on a few things and stuff. Like, at the
he's
beginning.
smart.
Yeah. At the beginning, when they find the mayor and stuff, and they start looking at his hand. And he's like, oh, it's this because...
It's already started healing or whatever because he was still alive when he cut off. And he knew that.
Yeah.
And I loved, I said before, I love the Gordon aspect of it. I thought he was...
He was perfect.
Yeah, maybe the best
Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah. I mean, I love... That's the thing is I still love... what's his name? From Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
I just love Gary Oldman in general.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that this relationship is the best relationship.
It is.
And I love just the timing, this being in the second year. Mm-hmm. So it's long enough that he's an adequate Batman and he's capable, but it's still early enough that he can make mistakes. Like the flying suit and how he just totally
botched it.
At the end
God.
Just almost dies, and of course the Riddler was terrifying.
Yeah.
Geez, that was horrifying. I was just scared to death, Yeah. Maybe I'm playing it up too much, but this was, he was a terrorist,
Yeah.
And it's a very, very, very realistic take on this.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm shocked that there are toys for children based off this movie, because that is horrifying,
Had a student roll in with a shirt that says "The Batman" with a hood attached, and he pulls it up over, has Batman.
I mean, that's pretty rad.
I'm pretty certain the eyes on it are white.
Oh, that's pretty freaking awesome.
And I told him, I said, that's a really cool shirt. And then I had another student beg me, guys, to play the Nirvana song. At school.
And you're in kindergarten, just so we're clear.
Yeah, I have 5 and 6 year olds.
For them, obviously.
No, he said, oh, will you please play that song? And I'm like, I don't think I can, buddy.
Maybe they have a Kids Bop version.
Well, I know they don't.
Do they have a Kids Bop version of Smells Like Teen Spirit?
I don't know. They probably do.
You keep talking. I've got to look.
They do have a Kids Bop version of Juice by Lizzo. They have a Kids Bop version of Lord of Everything, and it's awful.
I didn't mean to derail you.
It's okay.
Talking about Batman.
But anyways, apparently it's made an impression on some kids that have maybe watched it. I don't know. I know that one that asked me about the song has definitely watched it because he's told me some stuff. And I told him, I said, I can't listen to you. Spoilers. Anyways, the Penguin, Colin.
They don't.
Okay, good.
Colin Farrell.
If you had no clue, if you went into this totally blind, I know some people that do that with Star Wars movies. They don't watch trailers. They don't look at anything. If you went into this blind, you wouldn't have known that was him.
Yeah, probably not.
Because
I mean, there's sometimes in the eyes you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell in his eyes. That's it.
Can I just say, Colin Farrell was fantastic, obviously.
Yes.
This whole movie had a grotesque vibe to it.
Yeah, it did.
Even the architecture was kind of taking it back to the 89 Batman.
Yes, because the church in 89 Batman was that at the end.
And his parents.
Yeah, the mansion,
room. What were they doing? They didn't have to go that hard into it. I mean, I'm glad it made its own. It felt like somewhere between The Dark Knight and 89. Because it was very modern, but it was also had all these.
You're stuff. It must take place in now times because I guess they got all
self. Yeah.
They
were FaceTiming. It was FaceTiming.
Yeah.
And honestly, it also kind of had some Joker vibes. Specifically, I'm thinking about when the dudes on the train start to jump that guy. Just the feel of that was very Joker.
Yes. Yeah.
So I like it. It felt like it was kind of an amalgamation of all these different types of Batman stuff. Yeah. But I mean, there was specifically when he's driving under the train, the elevated train track, that to me screamed Batman Begins. It was I don't know. So I mean, the whole thing and the way they filmed this using the volume, which was insane.
The behind the scenes is bonkers.
Yeah. It's on HBO Max. Behind the scenes stuff, definitely suggest checking it out. But the volume is like LED screens. If you don't know, it's like a huge
hundreds of them.
Yeah, and it's
from side and the ceilings.
Yeah,
of them.
And the camera can be attached to like where the background will move depending on it on where the camera is. It's crazy.
And they said like, rather than having to time out a certain scene for sunset,
they could just
you could
leave
just
it sunset all day.
Keep the sunset there all day, and you could run through that scene as many times as you needed.
And there were a few scenes where like, oh, I bet they did this on the volume.
Yeah.
Not because it looked bad, but just like it would be a hard to get shot.
Yes.
But some of the crap that they did on the volume, I would never have guessed that it was on the volume.
No.
Like the penguin in the car chase.
Yeah, that's genius.
Never would have guessed that.
That's genius,
perfect.
though.
Yeah,
because and truly, you didn't have to worry about getting a stunt.
Yeah,
person to drive.
Even like I would have thought even just blue screen or something. I mean, I just wouldn't have.
Yeah.
But like having the Batmobile on the LEDs behind it, was insane. Like, God, and it looked amazing.
Yeah,
Matt Reeves. He's fantastic. I said this yesterday while we were watching it. I would love for Matt Reeves to be able to make a sequel to Cloverfield. Like now that he's done Planet of the Apes and the Batman, like make an actual Cloverfield movie, not with found footage, like just with regular. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine Maggie using the volume for Cloverfield and like the freaking Cloverfield monster? Like on the volume, like coming down at you, how terrifying that would be. That would be incredible, like just for the actors to actually live in that, Oh my God. Or even like Jurassic Park, like film some of those on the volume. Oh my God. Or put James Cameron out of a job. Just film it all on the volume,
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so good.
It is.
Every bit of it. The music.
God, the music was wonderful.
It's just, but see, then I think about, like, I start to think about how much I loved it, right? And how it's like perfect, right? But then I think about Heath Ledger as a Joker. And it's like, I can't just straight up say this is better than that. I just can't, as much as I want to. But I mean, even.
How about I do it?
Even when he says, even when he tries to go save Rachel.
I know. Yeah.
Like that whole thing. God, it's too good. They're both wonderful. They are both perfect, and they are both perfect in their own ways.
Yeah.
I think I prefer like Robert Pattinson's Batman, but I would argue Heath Ledger's Joker is better than the Riddler, even though the Riddler is top tier.
He's really good. Yeah. I gotta play the Riddler.
And I'd prefer Gordon in Batman than I would in Dark Knight. But I think I would prefer Michael Caine
as Alfred.
Yeah. I gotta have my buddy Nick Scarpino's back. We don't mess with Andy Serkis. He's the worst. I'm kidding. Andy Serkis is great.
Yeah.
God, but I mean, Catwoman in the Batman is a lot better. It's too tough. It's too tough. And one has John Turturro and one doesn't. I feel like that should be enough to make the decision right there. My God.
Also, realized one of the captains of the police officers was one of the pirates from
Our Flag Means Death. Yeah.
I was like, we've seen him recently. What has been? And then it hit me. I'm like, oh crap, he's a pirate.
Dang.
I will say this.
Still torn. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. Honey, it's okay.
I want to be able to definitively say which one's better, and I can't. At this point in my life, I'm not ready.
Oh, it's okay. For me, I think it's one of the best Batman movies.
See, you're already backtracked. You were gonna say it's the best, and then you're like, it's one of the best.
It's
the
best.
It's hard to say. It's hard to just say that though.
I think. Well. See, but I think. See, I don't know what it is in my head.
Yeah.
About Christian Bale, like I can't. This is gonna be horrible. People are gonna come after me. I can't like he's not burned in my brain. Like I remember
Nostalgia. It's
remember-
powerful but potent.
Like I remember watching Batman Begins and thinking that this is amazing. This is awesome.
I would definitely say this is better than Batman Begins.
It is. It's definitely is. I agree.
It's just
But
like-
I'm just saying, from my standpoint, my memory, I remember watching The Dark Knight, thinking it's brilliant.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger as the Joker, perfect.
And plus, Nolan knows how to make a friggin' movie.
he does.
You know, not that Matt Reeves doesn't.
No.
But I mean, every set piece, like I can't call out specific set pieces from the Batman like I can in the Dark Knight, like the Japan. I don't even think it was Japan. I think it was China. I can't remember now, but like that whole set piece, you know, the bank heist at the beginning, the tumbler becoming the bat pod, you know. Harvey, I mean, friggin' Harvey's face getting burned off. The Joker scene where he's getting interrogated, and the dude has the cell phone trapped in his chest or whatever. Yeah. The boats. I mean, like that's what I'm saying is like there's so many set pieces in Dark Knight that are just like, oh my god, these are just iconic, beautifully shot. You know, and in the Batman, it's just a straight good movie from start to finish.
Yeah.
A wonderful movie from start to finish. But like trying to think of like set pieces from that, like there's not any that like immediately scream out other than like the car chase scene.
Yeah.
You know, I mean obviously the ending in like the big the thing,
The stadium,
yeah.
the dome.
but I would argue there are much more character moments. They're way stronger than anything we get in the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know,
It's a toss up.
6 of one, half a dozen the other. You know, it's dollars to donuts. You know. Sorry.
Well, like what I was saying is, I don't know if it was just where I guess was in college,
Yeah.
and apparently, you know, well, where we started dating, you found out I missed out on a good portion of the Marvel universe.
Yeah. We had to watch a bunch.
Yeah. Well,
That's okay. Hey,
I was trying to get through college and stuff, and I had to work, and I think just my brain, if I did watch any of those, it was rented.
Yeah.
And where I ended up watching them. And now I do remember stuff that I watched at my house.
Yeah.
But like if I was at somebody else's house, I didn't.
Yeah.
I
It just
didn't- I
wasn't.
don't- it didn't
wasn't
stick.
Important. It wasn't important at that time.
No.
Yeah, I get that.
So in my head, Christian Bale is,
Yeah.
come at me. I'm sorry. It's stressed out college Maggie.
Dare you? He talks
But
like
then-
this, Maggie. How do you not remember?
I don't like it.
I remember he talks like this.
And then we get Ben Affleck as Batman.
That's how he fights. That's how Christian Bale fights.
That's how Christian Bale fights. He blocks.
no,
He blocks a lot.
it's all with the elbows and the. I can't really do it.
I
That's
do
how he
remember. I
fights,
really
though.
like the look of his Batman,
Which one?
the Christian Bale's.
In Dark Knight or in Batman Begins? Batman Begins, his suit was a lot like the '89.
I
But
like
in
the Dark Knight.
It was
The
like
Dark,
the separate
yeah,
head. And,
yeah. Dark Knight. I really liked it.
Yeah, it's really good.
The helmet,
Yeah.
but
First one
then
to
I
actually
also
do that.
like, but then I also like, I
Batfleck.
do love Batfleck.
Yeah.
Quit bringing him up.
Sorry.
It's breaking my heart.
Sorry. It's great. It's great.
Robert Pattinson's like you could tell it's stitched.
Yeah, no, it looks
I really
good.
liked it.
I think aesthetically, I think the Batman's better.
Yeah, the boots. We was talking about the boots yesterday. We liked how it sounded
And I
when he
definitely,
walked up.
yeah, God, he just,
Especially in the car wreck
jeez,
scene.
sounds like Terminator, just like clonk, clonk.
and
And
like,
it's like, geez.
the penguin, like seeing the penguin's like fear in his eyes.
For like a
whenever
dude
you
that's
see-
5'9" and 115 pounds, like he sounds like he's freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know?
yeah, and
that's
also
not-
he's not a buff Batman.
Yeah.
This is a first. Like we usually, get
Yeah.
some chisel. I
You
mean,
gotta be
the
jacked out of your mind, you know?
I mean, looking back at Christian Bale and Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
and how buff they got, how defined their muscles
This one,
were.
honestly,
He was really skinny.
I feel like
Robert Pattinson was.
they took a lot of this look and feel from Batman Earth 2, written by Jeff Johns, or Earth 1. Sorry, it's called Earth 1. Like the suit and everything looks a lot like that. It's very stitched. It almost has more of a blue hue.
Yeah.
And Alfred is like their relationship is a lot like this. Where he's like ex-military and like, he just kind of ended up having him because of anything, not because he's a good dad, but because he would protect him.
Yeah. Well, and he taught Bruce how to protect himself.
And I feel like they took a lot from the Tom King run of Batman for the Catwoman stuff, like their whole relationship. Oh my God. And obviously a lot of the mob stuff was taken from like the Long Halloween. I mean, there's
and a lot of
they
things. They
really took it from all over the place, which is awesome. It's
really good. And always, I like, God, I can't think of his name now.
Christian Bale.
The guy that did the first two Batman.
Tim Burton.
Okay. I like Tim Burton films. I'm weird.
I mean, a lot of people do. That's why he still makes money.
I like it. But Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman was his... version of her. Like, I'm going to make her, kind of psycho in the end,
Yeah. Like, very leathery.
Yes. Yeah. She's going to act creepy-esque and stuff. And Hathaway's Catwoman
was a very modern technology.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Zoe Kravitz's, I think, is more...
Well, hey.
What?
Where's Halle Berry?
No.
Where's Halle Berry?
No, she does not count.
You got to rank. You rank in the Catwomen.
Not count.
She does count, Maggie. She's the only one that actually starred in a movie called Catwoman. All right, put some respect on the name. Catwoman.
Anyways, Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman. How her character was written, it was very much like the comic books.
Yeah, she's the best Catwoman.
Yeah,
by far. Mm-hmm. Right? Yes. I mean, I think we can easily agree.
She's perfect Selena.
Yeah.
Like how she was, even without the cat suit, she's still trying to figure out ways to get money, to steal stuff, figure out where things were at.
I really wanted her to turn around.
Oh, no.
I thought we were going to see the motorcycle turn around. That's where it's going to end. I thought that's what
if they do any more of these movies.
She'll be back.
She'll be back.
Soon
also,
you'll see.
I like how her nails were done.
Yeah.
Like she didn't have no special gloves. Yeah. It was their nails. Yeah. They're fake, but man, you don't want them near your face.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nah, she's great. I hope we get another one.
I hope so.
It made enough to make another one. I'm sure it did.
I'll say it did. And I mean, the people that or the film critics or whatever have,
See, what sucks though is that I'm pretty sure the Joker made more. And like how Warner Brothers will interpret that sucks. I don't want that. We don't need another Joker movie.
No, I hate.
And people were saying like, "Oh, well, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker mesh up against Robert Pattinson's." No, and please don't. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all.
It was that was a gross movie.
I don't want to see the Joker anymore. Like, do anybody else? Give me another Mr. Freeze.
No, wait.
Like,
somebody.
Let's take another stab at Mr. Freeze.
I can't remember. They put
Poison Ivy. I don't care.
They put somebody down. Like somebody on Twitter put.
No,
we don't need Bane. We don't need Bane. We need like Mr. Freeze. Listen, me and you both agreed at one point. Some Court of Owls stuff.
Yeah, I'm shocked Court of Owls didn't play any part in any of this.
All that stuff, especially when all the Wayne stuff started blowing up.
Yeah.
Towards the end, and that he was going after Bruce.
Well, like, what part of the Court of Owls has that would be perfect for this universe, right? What? Well, one of their things is that they have representatives for the Court of Owls that are basically we'll call them henchmen, but they're called Talons.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know who, like, one of the main Talons in the comic is?
I'm trying to remember.
It's okay. I can just tell you.
Just tell me.
it is Thomas Jr.
Oh.
So Batman has a brother he doesn't know about. And like,
what? Yeah, that
Yeah.
could
how
work.
great would that be?
It could work because
Fantastic. Now, I don't know all the ins and outs. I'm sure there's a lot to it that I'm totally forgetting.
Yeah,
but I remember reading
even-
it and that being a part of it.
well, like I didn't really get to read.
And that wait. That's why
Batman story.
Owlman in Earth 3 is Owlman, because he's Talon.
Oh,
They've like retroactively made that. Like, and it's Thomas from Earth 3. It's Thomas Wayne Jr. or whatever. Isn't that great?
that's crazy.
And I mean, they've already got all the Martha Arkham stuff.
Yeah, that's
you
what I was
know?
saying.
Yeah.
That'd be it would work.
But don't do Joker. I don't want Joker.
Just
really
keep him in
don't.
Arkham.
Yeah,
let him just.
just play around in there. We're good.
Man, I
don't
really,
want Joker.
I don't want to see him, Matt.
You don't want to see him?
I don't want to see him on camera. He look gross.
He looks really
His
gross.
fingernails. Yeah, I don't want to see him.
Yeah.
And he barely has any hair.
You
I
know
don't
what?
want to see him.
That reminded me of Gotham.
Yeah.
Or what did I say? I said a lot of them, it looked like Dick Tracy villains.
Yeah, it did.
That's not in a good way, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll give Matt Reeves the benefit of the doubt. It's just like, if I had my choice,
I want to see Mr. Freeze.
Yeah. Mr. Freeze,
Poison Ivy,
Yeah,
like,
get King Tut in there, you know?
Like there's good villains that
I mean,
that
Court of Owls
deserve.
Court of Owls is easily.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's an easy one.
That's an easy
you know?
one. I think he's already got a good setup going for that.
I mean, look, just go read Tom King, his whole run of Batman, because there's a whole thing to do with Thomas Wayne from Earth 2.
yeah.
Or I'm sorry, not Earth 2, but the Flashpoint universe.
Yeah.
That plays a whole big part in that. I mean, any of that stuff, just, I mean, I know none of that would make any freaking sense, but, you know, just anything. There's too many good Batman stuff to take from. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. Mm-hmm. I'm not ready to say
I love
definitively.
Robert Pattinson.
I do too. Right now he's my favorite Batman. I will say that. Like, he's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's my number one.
He's a big part of my Batman heart.
I have loved The Dark Knight for so long. It is impossible for me to say after one day that this movie dethrones it.
We'll see in a year how Matt feels.
Yeah, and it's very possible it will. I'm totally open to it. I just don't want to not harshly, but to be too quick to say this is better without, you know, it actually ended up being better to me, you know.
Sorry, everybody.
But anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for us. We've been talking for a little bit about this whole Batman thing.
Again.
But hey, if this is your first time watching, stick around in the post show.
On Patreon.
On Patreon, we're doing the big movie quiz. Maggie's 0 for 3. I'm pretty sure. Right? Or did I win one? Have I won
you've won one.
Did I win one?
Yeah.
1 for 3. 1 out of 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've won 1 out of 3. You've
Yeah.
won 2. So it's 1-2 right now.
I think you beat me last week.
I have no idea. It doesn't matter. We're not keeping track. So definitely come back and check it out. Head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome where you can join us. Not only that, but you know, next week we're going to be talking about the MCU in preparation for Doctor Strange 2 coming out. And at the same time, we will be releasing our monthly commentary for the month of May, which is Doctor Strange. So if you want to listen to that or watch that, you can do either one. Before going to watch Doctor Strange 2, then head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. You can join at the $1 level and get access to it. Yeah, and you can also watch our last one we did, which was Back to the Future. Maybe I'll talk more about Fast and Furious, so who knows. But yeah, head over there. You can always hit subscribe and like, and if you don't have any bucks to toss our way, Greg Miller, then you can just share us. A like and subscribe goes a long way in helping us grow. But I think that's going to wrap it up for us. So, thank you for watching, everybody. And as always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
Bye.